Immigration has always been a very controversial topic in the United States. Ever since its foundation, the US has been a country of immigrants trying to find more freedom and more economical opportunities. Nowadays, these are the same reasons people decide to immigrate to the US. Ever since Donald Trump decided to run for president, his main point and stand on immigration has circled around the main idea that immigration is a problem to the United States that has to be eradicated and diminished to historically low levels. He has always talked about how Mexico brings the worst of his people and how, therefore, a wall must be built paid by Mexico to keep Mexicans out. Trump explained that the Mexican government is, and I quote, forcing their most unwanted people into the United States, after a statement he made about how crime is being brought to the US by Mexico. He has also talked about how immigrants in general are stealing the jobs of millions of US citizens, while at the same time destroying the economy for not paying taxes. The analysis of the candidate position as well as his decisions to approach this topic reveal the fact that he is not qualified to run this country, and if he ever did, he would create a political scandal worldwide as well as diminish or even destroy to a dangerous point the good relations that the US has with other countries, especially with Mexico, a relationship which they cannot afford to lose because of its proximity to the United States. Donald Trump, since his run for the presidency, has always been against open immigration. In various conferences and speeches, among other things, Donald has called the Mexican people drug dealers, rapists, and murderers. He believes that immigration is destroying this country's values and its economy. With the immigration of illegal aliens, he argues that jobs are being taken from Americans and that they are destroying the economy by not paying taxes. Gary Johnson, presidential nominee for the Libertarian Party and a former governor of New Mexico, comments to CNN, rounding up more than 11 million people, a population larger than all but the 7 largest states in the Union, is a ludicrous notion to begin with. Everyone knows it, including Donald Trump. It was a lie cloaked in a promise. Even if it were possible, the idea of federal authorities running off millions of people and loading them on buses is an image America could never stomach. The main idea that Trump has had people think about immigrants pouring in large masses and taking over this country is completely false. A report made by the Center for Immigration Studies and published by the Washington Post demonstrated that immigration has not been on the rise as Trump declares, but rather it has been in a decline since 2009. US News recently published that immigrants illegally in the US collectively contribute nearly $12 billion each year to state and local tax coffers, according to a new report that challenges recent election cycle rhetoric. The study from the Institute on Taxation and Economic Policy found that immigrants in the US without legal permission kick in their $1 billion in the form of income, property, sales, or excise taxes. I want to finish this video with one question for you. Do you really want a xenophobic, racist, narcissist, and judgmental person to run this country? Because I definitely don't.